up, Long Beach? Welcome back to your home for everything local sports. It's JJ.
And Mike.
And Tyler, and this Top Plays video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company.
Oh, we see it all covering local sports here in Long Beach. Hashtag LB Top 10. We're giving you the 13 best plays of 2013.
If you don't like it, get at the Twitter and get after us. But we're going to start at number 13, lucky number 13, with Mooney Chilena Chan.
Mooney Chan against Wilson, puts it in once, then Chilenas it back into the goal mouth, only to have Pollo head it home. Class goal from a class team. More league champions.
Absolutely, and could be contending for a CIF or national championship this season.
Miss Pollo, man. Mooney's going to be good this year, though. Number 12, we stay with Milliken, and we're talking Malik Marchetti. Number 33 in your program, number 1 in local recruiting right now. But last year, I mean, look out below.
Bad.
Oh, my goodness.
Eminem with the J-Town throwdown with malice. Let's take another look at it. Jersey's falling off because of all the swag. He puts on this dunk. Oh, and one.
Chest bump, anyone?
That's one of those moments where it might be opportune to just stay out of the camera frame, to be completely honest with you.
It took a minute for that Milliken sideline just to calm down.
This countdown goes to 11. Number 11 in the countdown, Long Beach Poly. I mean, it's JuJu. Oh my goodness. One of the best catches you will ever see on a high school field. It's actually a college field, probably for good reason, but he's not going to LBCC. He's real.
Yeah, that catch is good on Sunday, too. We're just referencing all levels of football.
Sunday, Monday night, whenever. We could have filled a video with JuJu clips, and at number 10, we could fill a video with Rashaad Penny. This guy had over 50 touchdowns. Oh my gosh, that one just about as nice as you'll ever see. He's a running back, but making an incredible catch to just drop that right knee down to sneak into the back corner of the end zone.
Yeah, that's a victory formation for a touchdown.
Hits the knee, and that's an impressive one. Great season for Norwalk.
Number 9, soccer playoffs. This a semifinal at Wilson. The Bruins taking on Santiago. Sammy Samba Reinhard gonna lose one defender, get the ball caught up in her feet, beat another defender. Half stick-to-itiveness, half class. Golazo.
And perhaps a little bit of luck thrown in there too, because I believe she said after that game, yeah, it was quite a series of events.
It's one of the best goals we've ever seen, and just quality. And you said it, JJ, stick-to-itiveness. She just kept going, settled herself, and then buried it. You can't place that ball much better than that.
All hail Sammy.
We take you now to number 8, as she's still trying to figure out that goal. Back to the football field, or American football. St. John Bosco, quite the season. This was early on against Chandler, Arizona, at Mission Viejo. Jaleel Wadood, see the forest through the trees, and dive to that pylon.
Are you for real, Jaleel?
The pylon Don celebrating, as that was one of the best touchdowns, of a lot of touchdowns for Bosco.
Lucky number 7, to Blair Field we go, where Lakewood's J.P. Crawford has made a highlight film throughout his career at shortstop. But none better than the scoop, and I got him at second. This was, the same week he got drafted? So, pretty good week.
Yeah,
for JP.
he did okay, and then, just as you mentioned, a few days later, taken 16th overall in the Major League Baseball draft, and I would have been doing that dance too. We now go to everybody's favorite Pick 6, and it's going to be back to the track. And it's Ariana Washington, who had a phenomenal junior season. Hard to believe she could top her sophomore year, but she did it again. Doubled in the 1 and the 2 at the CIF Southern section and the CIF State meet. She is now, with her whole senior year to go, the most decorated Long Beach high school track athlete ever.
Wow, just every time she steps on the track, everybody just stops what they're doing.
I mean, she's impressive. Airflow, getting it done, and great smile after seeing the time that she put up at CIF. Such a joy for everyone to watch. She ain't done, and that team ain't done either.
No, the future is bright for the Track Rabbits.
We go to number 5, where we're speaking of championships. Plaques on plaques on plaques. Los Al girls volleyball, best student section that we've seen thus far, taking on Mater Dei in the championship game. A very talented team, Chrissy Jones, Dave Huber, getting them to this point. And there was never really any doubt that this team was going to get it done. A team of destiny winning a CIF championship in the highest division.
A lot of fun to watch because they're the type of team that runs a system that may be a little bit advanced for the level that they're playing at, but they're dedicated dedicated to it, they stick with it, and when they're at their best, they just simply are the best.
Well, and you can't say enough about the athletes, but you also can't say enough about the crowd. That was one of the things that made this the most fun thing to watch these highlights for me, was just seeing how crazy the crowd was in the background, really picking all of these Griffins up.
And how much those Griffins responded to the crowd in kind. It was just a great experience to watch Los Al Volleyball take the CIF title this year, beating Mater Dei. Number 4, we stay with CIF championships. We go back to Wilson girls soccer taking on Sunny Hills. This, what would be the game-winning goal, Grieve to Skelly to Oates. You got to take another look at it to see how much each individual effort equals the eventual game winner. I mean, Grieve's touch there is just so nice, that through ball though. And then Skelly putting it where all good players are. The right place at the right time for Claire Oates.
Well, and that was the goal. I mean, without that, it could have been 0-0 forever, it felt like. But that one moment helped give the Bruins that CIF plaque. Dalton Kaufman said he'd been wanting one of those for a long time. Now we go to Trace. And we are back in the CIF championship level. This time it's state up in the Sacramento Kings Arena. I forget what it's named after at this point.
Sleep train!
But Long Beach Poly had Jada Matthews putting them on the sleep train right there with that block. This was the best defensive performance in California State Championship history. Poly set a record for fewest points allowed in a D1 championship with 28 points given up. So yeah, definitely was the sleep train.
Berkeley High, the Buffalo Bills to Long Beach Poly, unfortunately. Those Yellow Jackets hate to see their green and gold. Carl Buggs, he knows how to lift that plaque. Jackrabbits know how to grip and grin.
Number 2, we've got 2 for you from the State Bowl game, Open Division, St. John Bosco de La Salle. We've been talking about these Braves for the last few months for really good reasons, and they had 2 great defensive plays to seal this win. First, it's Chandler Lanu. Can we talk about the ball skills, though?
Pretty phenomenal play right there from a linebacker.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Got the other end of that ball to go with 200 tackles plus this season. He's pretty good. And then 4th and 8 on the last drive, Gavin Wines, the tip drill and the pick to seal the deal.
You think Gavin Wines is ever going to forget that moment for the rest of his life?
Neither will his grandkids, because that is a play he's always going to be talking about. What a phenomenal season from St. John Bosco, national champions, and they took down the De La Salle Giants in that title game.
Number 1 of the year, G. Yes, National Red Bull Flugtag. That was kind of a curveball. You were expecting some other high school sports or whatever, but we cannot ignore the fact that we hosted Flugtag again, and in Long Beach, a bunch of chickens set a world record. This is a group of scientists, actually, from Northern California who came down and created this pseudo wing, I guess you could say, hooked one of their boys on it, and then just pushed him off into Rainbow Harbor and watched him set a world record of 258 feet, over 100 feet longer than the original world record. They throw these things away at the end of the day, so these guys are just ripping pieces off of it to save this history.
Well, who needs a functioning Boeing plant in Long Beach when we've got aircraft like that coming off of the pier? Really an unbelievable moment. 258 feet off of something that they just built in their backyard, basically. I don't know, I've not seen anything like that before. I didn't even realize until this moment that those things were supposed to fly, JJ.
Yeah, right? And neither did the rest of the crowd. It was all oohs and ahs for the spills, and then all of a sudden it was like, and everyone just kept getting louder.
It was strange because for the first time I didn't want to see that wing stop. As it just kept flying over the water. Another beautiful day in Long Beach. And again, a world record. Hard to top that. Another great year in the LBC.
Dude, it's hard to top every year in the LBC. It was hard to just get 13 plays down. We could have done 300. But you have to let us know which ones we missed, which ones we should have got, or change the order. Hashtag LB Top 10. Throughout 2014, hit us with that hashtag and help us put together these top 10 videos each and every month. Because there is nothing like looking back on Long Beach sports all the time.